And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. An NL West matchup on the show.
If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and comment and become a member today.
I'm John Shambi. So the Arizona Diamondbacks have already won the series, and now they go for the 4-game sweep, Chris. It's been a lopsided series so far.
Yeah, they've clearly been the better team, and I expect them to come out today looking to tie a bow on this series. And on the other side, most teams run into at least a 3-game sweep at some point, but not every team looks back at a 4-game sweep at the end of the year. And I'll say this, as a player, it's especially frustrating when the losses keep coming against the same team. So if they can salvage a win today, this series won't go down quite as sour.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go, and on the hill in this one, Madison Bumgarner.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
And stepping in is the speedy Jackie Robinson.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. And we're underway. Mad Bum deals. Trying to bunt his way on. Tries the bare hand, and it gets by him.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jackie Robinson. In there for strike one. 2014, a great year for Bumgarner. Not only did he win his 3rd championship with the Giants, but in the postseason, he was the man. The NLCS and World Series MVP.
Never forget that appearance coming out of the bullpen against Kansas City and just going the distance. He was pitching on short rest. People wondered if he would enter that ball game or not. Man, he put the team on his shoulders. This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Stays alive. Robinson on at first, nobody out. Snap throw to first, and he's back standing. At the belt and fires. Goes down swinging for the strikeout.
Thank you for the follow at Zero Fun Media.
For the strikeout there, that thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Duke Snider. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. On the ground to second, might be 2. Ahmed for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back here at Chase Field, and on the mound in this one, Tony Gonsolin.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Now it's the right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
For the Diamondbacks, the right fielder,
The line to kick the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And the righty deals. Line drive, caught. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. 2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Luis Gonzalez. And that's in there for strike 1.
It's interesting. You have spring training, wonderful weather, and then most teams go north and it's chilly. So hitters have to kind of get through that for the first month and a half, and then everything evens out.
And the 0-1. To third, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 5 for 13 in the series. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. How much did your dress change when it would get cold, or when it would be cold early or late in the season?
Well, early in the season, Boog, I'm taking a top coat, on the road and trying to look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about your uniform.
Player.
When you played back, way. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 left for Arizona. We played an inning. No score. Back here in the desert, second inning set to go. And now, Sean Green. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. On the ground to third. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And now the first baseman, Eddie Murray. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. That one missed. The Giants made Madison Bumgarner the 10th overall pick in the draft out of high school when they took him in 2007. And then there was the development, and of course he helped them win World Series titles in 2010, 2012, and then that monster performance against the Royals in 2014. And that one fouled off.
Boog, you want to talk about tasting success early. 3 World Series titles before.
Smiling face with smiling eyes.
I mean, they're great players that have played this game a long time and have never gotten to the Fall Classic.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 strikes.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. Freddie Ferguson rings him up. Here's Mookie now. Hitless in the series so far.
Set.
Ball one low. And here it comes. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Finley going back, back some more, still going back. And that one hops the wall. Green headed for the plate. He's in there. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out, runner at second. The batter now will be Will Smith. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. Betts, the runner at second with one away. Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss. Snuck the fastball by him. And here is J.D. Martinez. In there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Martinez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. 1-2 now. And a ball evens the count.
It's a good take.
Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Comes the 2-2. Chases that one out of the zone. Good job at damage control right there. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Steve Finley. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off him. The wind of the pitch.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
The wind and the pitch. They say it went. It's for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. 0-2 now. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now it's Evan Longoria's turn. Good eye right there. The 1-0. And another ball. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Just missed. And that's in for a strike. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Knocks it down.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno went deep in the ball game last night. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Foul ball. And the 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And now it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, 1 out. Nick Ahmed here to hit. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That one is absolutely belted. And gone! That fires up the home crowd. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Ketel Marte. In the air, right field. Betts settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 1 so far. There's the strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Left-hand batter waits. Hot shot to third. Turner to first. Inning over. 3-run shot for Arizona. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Justin Turner.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Jackie Robinson. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Robinson, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Out to short, Ahmed. Tosses to first. They get the out on Robinson.
Now batting, shortstop, Jackie Robinson.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackie Robinson, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that's a little bit high.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle. And with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. They get the out on Robinson. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
The designated hitter.
Gurriel in his 5th season, batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Next offering is foul back.
You know, Blue, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
Got him swinging.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Gonzalez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Next offering misses, and now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Here comes a 3-2. Out towards left center. Martinez moves towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first base, Hall.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Goldie, the multi-Gold Glove Award winner, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2009. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Out to center. Snyder settles under it, and that'll do it. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Duke Snyder. Bumgarner back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shawn Green. And there's a strike.
0-1.
On a line, base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Murray stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Went down on strikes his first time through. Green stands at first with 1 out. Now snap throw to first, and he's back in standing. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Kicks and fires. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Here's Mookie to hit. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's gone. Mookie Betts blasts one out. Third home run of the season. It's 3-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Finley makes the play. That is the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, and now it's going to be Steve Finley.
The center fielder, Steve Finley.
Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Righty delivers. And now it's even up.
You know, these D-backs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That one ripped. Hits the fence. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Evan Longoria. First offering misses the mark.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Righty to the plate. And it's 1-1. Runner at second, nobody out. Base hit center field. Finley around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Run comes in from second. It's 4-3.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's the catcher to hit, Gabriel Moreno. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Right-hander kick steals. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Going 2 now. And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So up next, Nick Ahmed. He's already homered in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. And he deals. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Longoria leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Flied out his first time.
Go Yankees.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Two outs. And fouled off. Here's
Smiling face with smiling eyes.
And downstairs. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Let them know that you the baddest. Let them know that you the baddest. I ain't never seen the baddest. Let them know that you the baddest.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Digging in, J.D. Martinez. Chris, that 2018 Red Sox team that won it all, J.D. Martinez was a vital cog in that offensive machine. Of course, Mookie Betts on that team as well, but Martinez led the majors with 130 runs batted in. He was outstanding. That's ripped into the outfield. Finley snags it on the run.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, and he was the guy that other players fed off of. I mean, his level of intensity and focus and preparation, paying attention to video, batting practice video, going back in afterwards. His teammates fed off of it, and I think that's what elevated the offense.
The pitch. In for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2. And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and we are starting over. It's 4-4.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. That's down and in.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
There's the strike.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Bounce to third. Throws across the diamond. They get the out on Robinson.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now here is Jackie Robinson. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Tied at 4.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Now 3-0. Duke Snyder waiting to bat for the Dodgers. .3-0 down. And that's in for a strike. And it's filled up.
3-2.
And now the lefty. And down on strikes. That ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even now at 4 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Yeah, we in goal mode. Going. Yeah, we in goal.
Bottom of the inning, and now here's the speed threat, outfielder Jake McCarthy. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off. And now the 0-1.
1-1.
And he chases that one below the
2
zone.
strikes.
Here's a 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And
That's a
1-2.
ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
Ball
missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And that quickly 2 away.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
And here is Luis Gonzalez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Left-hand hitter waits. Up the middle. And that will end the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order. This game's all tied at 4. Back here at Chase Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Duke Snider. First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Archie Bradley up and throwing. Nelson, the lefty, warming up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. And there's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Madison Bumgarner will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Miguel Castro. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And next for LA, Sean Green.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
That one ripped, but foul. Snider aboard here at first with nobody out. And now the count is even. Snider runs in the air out towards left center. Gonzalez brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And up next for Los Angeles, Eddie Murray, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch just misses.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Tied at 4.
Hey. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
In the air, left field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Here's Mookie now. He's already homered in this game. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Smith in the box now, takes strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
0-1 down. Bases loaded, one away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hammered on the line, base hit. One runs in, here comes the throw, but it's offline, and they take a 2-run lead.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Just missed.
Both you and I know how much attention to detail that J.D. Martinez pays. Kind of makes me think of Albert Pujols, who has been called the machine at times during his career. I venture to say you can put J.D. Martinez in that same category, at least the way he approaches his craft.
Ripped to third and caught. So now Turner in on that right side. He's already homered here in this one. That one's in there, 0-1. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out, third out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Diamondbacks 4. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Gonsolin back to work. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. That misses off the outside edge.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Check swing, didn't go. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
3-2 now.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand.
Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Goes down looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Steve Finley stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground, Turner collects it. Zips it to first. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there. Evan Longoria stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Longoria, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
And at first, here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. A strikeout and a walk. And he hits a ground ball right side. Robinson whips it to first. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Diamondbacks 4. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Archie Bradley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. 1 for 3. The pitch. Just off the inside edge.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And the 1-0. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Longoria moving under this one. And there's one away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Now it's the shortstop, Jackie Robinson. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Up the middle, and it gets by him.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Duke Snider steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Next pitch inside. Now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Bradley keeping an eye on him. Two 2-0 to count. Here it comes. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. Robinson around third. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
Well done, drives in the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he